Good morning. Oh, excuse me. Good morning. And good morning, good morning. Good morning, Kaza. Lovely to see you. Whoa, I pressed the button twice too quickly there. Lovely to see you here. All the way from Victoria. Over there in Dallas with that beautiful country. And good morning, Michaela. Morning, lovely Ros and friends. Great to see you. And I've been able to see your comment this time. That's good. I don't know whether it's a Facebook thing or what, but you noticed that sometimes I don't get to see it. Not on screen anyway. We're here. I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. A little early, yes, because it's Tuesday and I've got a volunteering work day today and tomorrow. So tomorrow will be about the same time as well. Just as a reminder. And we're here for the cards though, so let's go over and check them out. Here we go. Oh, wow. Oops, I forgot to bring in the apple. So here we go with the letter opener again. And yes, it is awesome, isn't it, Michaela? I just saw that comment too. So here we go with our cards, the spread that we have. Now I'm just going to zoom right out so that the Instagram people can see that as part of their intro, very like in the wholeness of what there is there. And yes, there we go. That's gone and shown it. I've just seen it there. So let's move it back up to what is our normal size. And yes, thank you for noticing, Michaela. I did pick up my new glasses on yesterday. Apparently they arrived Friday and I missed the message until too late. So I was able to pick them up yesterday. I love them. I think they're a fun new frame to use. And it goes quite well with the creamy, like the white shirt. So I thought, well, that's what I'm going to do. And it shines up the silver in my hair, all that sort of stuff. Not that it bothers me, actually, what I look like. For those who've known me for a while, probably is also noticing, yeah. That's okay. It is okay. And hi, Kenneth. This is the 18th of November in Ontario. Yes, I'm in your tomorrow. So it is the date for where I am, so that's why I do the readings in the dates that I live. And you'll see for tomorrow what might be the potential for your day tomorrow. And also, the man's in the same spot as yesterday. Yes, you've noticed, and so did I. So interesting, isn't it, in this reading? So let's get started on it. I shall zoom in on them in a sec. We are using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti. And because I haven't seen Kenneth on this stream before, they're a wonderful deck. He's a beautiful artist. I love his work. Go look up Ciro Marchetti on Google or anywhere you like to use as your search, and you'll be amazed by his artwork. So I am using the expanded edition. We do have two of the cards from the expanded section. So it's 42 is the compass in our home space. We have 43, which is the labyrinth in our overall energies for the day, being, I call it the theme of the day. And here we have the young man, card 28, in the workspace. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on those in a sec as soon as I've read our owl card, because I have one of these every morning with the weekday readings. Every day is a new life to a wise person, and still my webcam doesn't like to focus very easily on these ones when I get too close. Oh well, there we go. Beautiful owl card. Now I'll put that aside and we'll zoom in on the three cards only so that we can see them clearly. Now, so here we go. Michaela, you've put Pluto's moved into Aquarius today. Wow, yeah, that's a big move, isn't it? So begins the age of Aquarius. It is. May it bring kindness and peace. I remember the many years ago, the Age of Aquarius song being created and sung. I can't remember which year. I was busy growing family, but I think it was 60 or 70 something. Doesn't really matter. The planetary alignments are now. And good morning to Matthew on Instagram. Now, I do start with the centre card because that is the theme around our day today, and what we've got is the labyrinth. We've had the labyrinth a few times over the last couple of weeks, so we are needing to be focused on what our pathway is. If we need to, we can call for help. There are others around us. We don't need to feel isolated, but we are on our own journey. So keeping that in mind of what we're putting our intentions to through our day-to-day, keep focused on that. Follow what is your pathway, and look, if you get to one of these types of dead ends, you just retrace. You've learnt as you've moved along, and you're going to get things right. In the end, it is always to purpose of what timing and what we're doing for what we're needing in our life. So we can take those moments of rest and have the beautiful nature around us, singing its songs through the birds, talking to each other if we need to. But I do feel the theme is more so to keep focused on our own course, okay? Because what we have next is, in the home space, we have the compass. Now, most things that we do are definitely focused from our self perspective, and our self, being at home in our own bodies, is at home in our home space, if you can understand all that. And thank you, Kenneth. Lovely to have that you've shared it. Thank you. Now, do remember, just as a quick, this is a general card spread reading for everybody, Kenneth, as well. It's not something that is where I pull cards individually for people. It's an overall card spread for everybody's day. Pick up from your spirit guides what is important for you, for your particular situation in life and what you're experiencing. That's how I do these cards. So be on your pathway, and now we're going to have the compass in hand as we're moving through our day in the home space. Sometimes we can get lost in all the different directions that we're trying to be pulled by others around us, or that we're trying to direct others as the leader in the family, for instance. So certainly have that attention to where you are traveling toward. A compass is definitely true when it's in alignment with its north-south pole. It's been proven over centuries to be a trustworthy instrument. So we have that inner compass as well. It's called our intuition, our gut feeling. So trust it. Realign. Take the moment or two every so often through your day to day that you do stand still. Feel that grounding with Mother Earth. Sense the energies that are flowing, and map your course. Really sense that direction that you are pointing, and know, or it takes a little bit of finicking, where you're facing your face into the wind, putting your face into the wind when you're sailing, so you know what direction the wind's coming from. It's a similar thing with using a compass, is to hold steady and give it a moment or two to find its true alignment, so you know which direction you're going to be shifting to for that next step, for that next task, for that next purpose. So take the step confidently once you are moving again, so that you can feel that what you've intended is becoming that, progress. I'll call it progress, because even if we do get caught in these dead ends, so to speak, it is still progress. We are moving. We are actioning what we feel within us as that sense of, direction and purpose. So that's what we're being given today with our compass in the home space. Okay, and I'm just going to quickly shift the highlight over to the compass for those on Instagram, just to give you that close up for a moment or two. And you can see what I mean by what I was speaking about as far as that direction and the maps, and really honing in on that sense of connection with your intuition and your gut feeling. Now we're going over to the young man, and I will leave that there for a moment so that those on Instagram can see the close-up, and then I'll bring it back to the 3 cards as a whole. Okay, so he's sitting comfortably in what looks like a beautiful open room. So if there's space somewhere for you to spend a little bit of time in your work situation, whether you've got a big office or a small space, it doesn't matter. Just sit as if you are in that space where you can spend a little bit of time or invest a little bit of time in that thoughtfulness and contemplation and thinking. It does feel to me like thinking through processes, and that mostly I think is looking at where you've come from as far as what's been behind you and shifting you forward. What is your intention, and in what your work is, how do you want the next phase to be stepping out, being planned, what your expectations are, because there always is some form of history or actions that's brought us to where we are now, that we're needing to do those next steps into what we're doing next. And I think this is what the sitting quietly and contemplating what are those steps for us is being indicated by having the young man. I do feel that the masculine energy is a bit more about that action, getting things done in a more practical sense, because there is that I'm feeling that there is that little sense of urgency and necessity to keep moving it forward. So whereas if it was the feminine, it tends to be a little bit more on the nurturing and the gentler looking behind, bringing things out to shine, that sort of thing in the feminine. I think with the masculine here today, that we are being directed to, yes, think about what has been, but we are taking that of our experiences to now to shift it around to focusing on what we're needing to do next. I do think it is about that planning and knowing your goal, stepping into that action. And I think that is pretty much the basis. Whoops, I had to put that down. Pretty much the basis of what we're looking at today is that sharing that space, but also in moving towards a particular direction. So know what direction you're going to be shifting into. Know what you're wanting to do. Plan what you're wanting to do, even if it's just putting down a brain dump, plot points and the rest. And good morning, Shaz. Lovely to have you here this morning. And please share to others. And thank you from Joe. Oh, lovely to see you here as well. Thank you, Joe. I look extra nice today, thank you. I feel extra nice today. It's wonderful what a new pair of glasses might do for you, isn't it? So I do feel a lot lighter and brighter for this morning. I do enjoy going to the Gould Community Centre where I'm doing the work, the volunteering work. I really enjoy that space, so that also adds to that sort of enjoyment. So that's where we're at, and I should have been speaking that with my full face viewable, because I do actually like my new glasses. Something completely different for me, and I quite like the feel of them on the face. And so anyway, I think what we are being directed to is really to hone in on what is our own pathway, and really bringing that we have as our inner intentions, our plans, our goals, our passions, our desires, what we're feeling as far as a direction, to trust that and really connect with that inner self and our spirit guides. So trust what you are moving through, and every so often you will need to realign your compass, I think. And that's exactly right, Sandra. Hi, good morning to you as well. Yes, where the focus goes, the energy flows. Exactly the perfect saying, which is probably what I would have been saying next. So you've beat me to it. Wonderful. Thank you. And from Keza, thank you all and have a beautiful day. And from Michaela, it's lovely to enjoy new glasses and blouse. No need to be embarrassed. The glasses have a 60s vibe. Well, it's funny because when I got home with them and showed my partner, he sort of almost said, "Oh, Dame Edna." I said, "No, they're definitely not a Dame Edna. They are certainly with a bit of almost an Elton John, I think, really, with the pizzazzy thing on the side." Dame Edna had a very specific shape, and these are not Dame Edna glasses. I did try a pair of those on, and they certainly don't suit my face. So I like these. I think they're really lovely. So thank you for that, Michaela. As you're moving throughout your day today, please be who you are to the innermost self of you and being the best of who you are, because there is no use in copying and trying to be someone other than yourself. Because I was watching something last night and it did bring it to mind. You know, they just, always envying somebody else, whatever the video was. I don't watch TV much. It would have been a YouTube, I think, probably. You know, that green-eyed monster, the envy bug, or whatever it is. No, just be you. And enjoy being you. Love being you. Keep being the best you. And I'm going to leave it there. So have a wonderful day. Namaste.